I've seen many garage swings, but I've not seen many bedroom swings uploaded to this site. 8 handicap looking to avoid getting stuck so far from the inside in the downswing, creating club face control issues. You've uploaded a few down the line videos from the bedroom here. All are pretty similar as you're bouncing the wiffle ball right off that wall, so I'll use the second video, which I believe has the best camera angle. So generally with your setup, we're going to use a tour comparison with a pressure plate to discuss that weight transfer and what you're doing with the back foot. But generally feet are pretty flared out, opening your turns in the backswing, but not a lot of knee flex, and you're really just bending over or leaning over on those toes a little close to the ball. So set up with a touch more knee flex, but more bend from the waist, standing slightly taller. Because as you make your turn in the backswing, look how your posture adjusts to be more at an upright angle to begin with, as you're lifting up and away. If you start more up and away with your positions of the spine, you won't be bending or manipulating your spine angle as much. But looking at the top, we'll actually reset to get our path line to see where your takeaway and top position are. So right here, setup with the club looks okay, but again, adjust your stance. You can also look to get more square, although you've mentioned you've adjusted your path to be more inside, and that closed stance may have helped you with that. Hand path comes right alongside the line. Club works inside slightly as well. Club face might be getting quickly opened up with a hinge in the wrist and pretty vertical swing, but you might just not be trying to hit your ceiling here. As you reach your top position, the arms could get a little bit deeper. The trail elbow could be a little bit tighter, but all in all, I think you're okay. Your movements that you have adjusted to get on a better path are a really nice dropping of the trail elbow to the body and laying off of that shaft to the inside. But that laying off of the shaft has opened the face and created a flip or a scoop on the way through. Hard to really tell anything from this video, but I can tell you that you're manipulating the club face a lot to get that club from the inside and to try to square it up or close it up on the way through. But your issue that we're going to try and resolve today is to avoid getting stuck, because as you're dropping that trail elbow, there's not really a lot of room to stay inside and keep that path going from in to out. Your right knee will kick in a little closer to the ball and run out of real estate, like I said, for those arms to come in. So if we get back to the top, getting deeper would help with that arm, which would look a little bit more like this position here. But with your back foot, if you can try to keep planted a bit more, keep the weight from the left heel moving to the left foot instead of rolling right to the toe, because there's really no push or weight transfer, or not enough weight transfer happening to bring your low point more forward, as you might be scooping and sweeping. I don't imagine you're trying to make a big massive divot on your carpet there, so you're sweeping it right off the ground by standing up and jumping up off that back leg. So as per our tour comparison, it's not the same club, but it's really just a good visual with this pressure plate. And looking at the white circle is your center of pressure, and it will move on these yellow lines throughout the swing. So from setup, the weight is balanced both from heel toe and from left to right foot. And in the backswing, the first move is going to be to the right foot, but toward the heel side of the right foot. And what that means is as the hips are turning open, the weight is getting back to that right heel. It's not going to continue that direction very far, as it will rebalance itself back to the middle up toward the top. And I believe you can get into a position that's fairly balanced to the top and the weight equal between the feet. So from this top position is where you run into trouble. You would go from this right toe immediately to the left heel on that path line right there. But that's not what the professional will do, as the weight will first continue to step to the left side, sitting from that weight transfer stemming from the heel to that left almost toe, left center of foot really. But then once that left foot is pushing back, that left knee is coming this way, the left hips are turning open, and then one final big snap back and push off that right toe. So what you're missing is that clearance of the left side opening up by this weight transfer going from the right heel to left foot before your right foot explodes and creates the power on the way through. If you go from your centered top position and immediately go from your right toe to left heel, odds are the club comes over the top. But you fix that by just dropping that hand path inside without that weight transfer getting forward enough. So hopefully you can watch that a couple times at the playthrough. I'll give it to you one more time at the, not full speed, but a controlled speed one more time on the way through. So to the back right heel, rebalance to the top, start clearing open on the left side by pushing off of that left toe, and then full release of pressure by jumping off that back foot, finishing on the left heel. Good luck trying to incorporate some of that into your swing. Sendaswing.com.